Hello and welcome everyone. You are watching the 13th day of eISL powered by Coca-Cola as we are heading off into our one of the most famous Southern derbies. Two amazing teams here in contention, and along with me I've got Azim Banatwala. So Azim, we've been seeing a lot of matches happening. Both these teams
Yeah.
in really interesting places, right? Just on those mid lanes. We've got Bengaluru FC eyeing out for that third spot and Kerala Blasters for that fifth.
Yeah, Kerala Blasters have been a bit unfortunate, I think, with a couple of the fixtures. Akshat has just not quite been able to find his form and his feet yet.
Yeah.
We've seen lots of Lokmanyu's coaching classes. We'll get into that. Of course, this is still the league stage going on, which will continue till the 13th of March. 3 games per match, 2 1v1 games and 1 co-op, and then finals on the 19th to 21st. 4 teams qualify for that. And then the winning team, players, the friends, the brothers become enemies and go up against each other to decide who will represent India in the FIFA Global Series 2022.
Now that is definitely one of the spots to be eyeing out for. But more than that, it's so important for both these teams to get a victory over here, especially considering that you're Bengaluru FC rather. You've got to get that third point in. But let's talk about money over here. The first position getting 15 lakhs rupees and so on. It goes up. And we've got the MVP. Whoever is the most valuable player gets 4 lakh rupees. Now that's some interesting money being used over here, where we are trying to promote those nurturing talents, giving them a pedestal, giving them a place to shine, and the players certainly have been doing that. But gotta talk what's on the line over here. So Bengaluru FC, the 7th game, the only team who has played the maximum number of games up until now. They've got to make a mark. So they're still eyeing out for that third spot to enter into the top 3. With just one game to go, they can definitely do that and be leveled in terms of FC Goa, who've played 2 less games and still are sitting at 12 points.
Yeah, and Jamshedpur FC actually, I think, leapfrogging them and getting into third place, so they will want to get the third place back, even though it might be temporary. For Kerala Blasters, bit of a mixed season. I think they started reasonably well, but not quite happened for them since then. I mean, a couple of bad recent results. Lokmanyu as well getting stunned by Jamshedpur FC and Arvind Mas in their game as well. I think a lot of their season from this point depends on how Akshat can get his confidence up. We know Lokmanyu is a very, very experienced player, so he knows the drill. He knows how to get his mind in place. And of course, the famous Lokmanyu's coaching classes continue for Akshat. And it was nice. I saw Lokmanyu also post a couple of stories about us talking about it. And we do see Akshat being given game 1 against Varsi, and then that heavyweight tie in game 2. It's Lokmanyu versus Sagnik, and of course the co-op for game 3. So pressure on Akshat for sure, but a little less pressure if you go the first game. You can afford to maybe not get the win, maybe get a draw. Even if you lose, there's still a way back, and Lokmanyu, I think, as the senior member, the more experienced member, taking that responsibility on himself to be like, okay, you go out, do your thing. If you win, great. If not, then I'm here to sort of cover for you and try to take it into game 3.
Yeah, and more than that, even Lokmanyu has been having those bigger tides to overcome, right? Especially that one matchup against Chennai FC, where he went up against Saranj and had to face defeat. Now again, Saranj and his teammate, they're pretty much the best that we've got inside the league. They're right on top, still undefeated. It's just that one draw that they've had to face, and Jamshedpur FC was the cause behind it. But now if we take a look at the statistics, now we've got to take into account the matches that the teams have played. But yet, 10 goals lead is something that definitely does count here for Bengaluru FC, as both these players, they are stunning both on and off the field. We know how good they are as a team, but the same cannot really be said for Kerala Blasters FC, because let's be honest over here, we've got to be brutal for a certain points. Akshat, well, he's been trying, he's been showing same efforts that KT DeLong was doing, but was just on that unluckier side. Maybe it hasn't been up to the mark.
Yeah, and obviously he has a point to prove. He's going
Yeah.
up against Varsi, who's also been in actually really, really good form, particularly in their last game. Bengaluru FC were looking really, really good. And it did go eventually. That game did also go to the co-op, and you have to say that their co-op is probably the most improved part of their game. They've looked incredible in co-op, almost toying with the opposition at times in their last game, and massive, massive victory in the co-op for them. So well, all to play for, and let's see what Akshat has in his locker for today. Maybe a few changes from him as well. I think his weakness has been decisiveness in the box, not quite having the confidence to take the shots when necessary. A bit of banter happening across the table over there as well, and well, good to see Akshat with a smile on his face, and we should be off very, very soon.
Oh, we certainly should be. And with light laughter out there, but we all know what awaits. It's a storm that's been brewing in the southern sides today, and we've got to see as these two teams battle it out. Akshat and Varsi going up against each other. So, of course, Varsi being the younger one, of course, the more hungrier one, in compared to Akshat being 24 years and. Well, we are seeing a little bit of disparity in their skill levels, right? So, but again, usually the pundits would, of course, say it does go into the hands of Bengaluru FC, but we never know. As finally the first game goes in for a kickoff, and we've got Akshat having possession of the ball early on, and he has no intentions of letting it go anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean he'll be looking to just get a feel of the game, pass the ball around, have a get a sense of how much Varsi is going to press, where he's going to start pressing the ball, and then start planning his attacks accordingly. So it is a little bit of an advantage over there to start with the first possession. Works that well enough, and now I think that acceleration of play when he's at the edge of the box is where Akshat has tended to struggle so far. And there you see it again. And now Varsi has been really, really good. He's a very good, like, flair player almost. And he finds the ball in behind over there for Pele. He has the cross in for Ronaldo. He spots it, but just couldn't quite get there. And maybe you needed the CR7 Ronaldo to try and win that header. But for now,
Yeah.
it's Kerala Blasters looking to come back on the counter attack and see what they can build. It's got Mbappe on the right flank. Let's see what Akshat tries to do. Oh, that's a beautiful fake. He's worked the opportunity. Now, can he make it count? He decides to go all the way out. Fair enough. Now, can he get that one-on-one? Again, he can. Gets a little bit lucky, and then is that moment for Akshat throughout this tournament where it's not quite happened. That final ball, that final finish has just eluded him,
Yeah.
and he'll be hoping to like turn that around in this game.
Oh, certainly he would want to, but right now we seeing both the teams going end to end, right? Not a lot of ball being played around the midfield. They want to get that first goal in for their own team over here. So right now, as we can see, Varsi's gone deep and he's got the ball on Pele, who's trying to dribble across the players. Would want to pass it to someone, maybe. Yes, he does.
Yes, works it well, and it's
Woo!
is that
He's
safe?
safe.
No, it's a
No.
goal kick. I think he got the time finish completely wrong, and it's a bit embarrassing when that happens. I mean, it looks embarrassing when that happens.
Yeah.
It's literally a few milliseconds off. But this level, that's the difference between the goal and I mean, whatever that was.
Whatever that was,
Oh,
it's
that's a cheap
certainly.
giveaway,
Yeah.
and the momentum straight back with Varsi and Bengaluru FC, and gives it straight back, returning the favor of them. Very polite of Varsi to do that, and now looking for the 1-2, the pass in behind, and he has got Ronaldo in behind. Will he go for
This
the
should
chip?
be one.
He does go for the chip, and it's
Oh
wide.
no!
It's wide. Oh my God! You see over there, almost like laughing now, saying this is just ridiculous because the ball in behind was perfect. Just I think got a little nervous, a little edgy in that moment. It does happen when you're not in the best of form, and he'll be kicking himself because that was a glorious chance.
Yeah, indeed it was, and it has begun.
And
Lokman
there
is
you go,
sharing his
he's in. I
knowledge, but
expect Varsi again gets the time finish
oh,
completely wrong. It's I don't know whether he's got a sticky controller or needs to wipe some sweat off his fingers, but the finishing, which usually for Varsi has been very, very incisive and decisive, you could say. Not quite happening. The ball in behind, played over there, gets lucky with the bounce of the ball. Again, he's using that turn on the flank very effectively. And now he finds Pele, but Pele a bit lazy over there to get to the ball. Not sure whether he
Just did not want
selected the
to.
player late or Pele was just not in the mood. He was like, I don't like, I want a better chance than this. I will not chase the ball. So yeah, but KG so far they've had chances. Both players have had a couple of gilt-edged chances, but not really able to take it yet.
Yeah, it's again that end-to-end FIFA that we are talking about. Again, Warsi trying to build the chance. This time, a good pass was in on its way just to get intercepted. And Akshat, he's going to make this counter-attack count. But is he a little too late over here as he's trying to, make that pass, maybe a through one, as Mbappe goes looking for it. But no, Warsi with that perfect read. And like we said, he's back again, a counter-attack of its own. But yet we are still, in pursuit of that first goal being scored by either of these teams, as both of them understand the gravity of the situation, understand the fact that Bengaluru FC, they've been that one team that has played maximum number of games, so they have to at least make their way into the top three over here. And this could
Oh,
be
there
a
you go.
good
That
shot.
could be it, and well saved over there. Just delayed that shot very slightly. Can't really blame him over there because he did pretty much everything right. And again, a cheap giveaway, and this time he's got Cruyff in there. Goes for the shot fake, finds Ronaldo, finds Pele, gets the goal. Easy as you like. And Akshat, how much is he going to be regretting that missed chip now?
A lot, because Akshat, we've seen him, he's got that spark within himself. It's just a little lack of experience, being relatively new to the FIFA circuit. But his opponent is a juggernaut. We've heard of Warsi. He's one of the top players in the country that we have, and especially having a teammate like Shagnik, it feels as if they're brothers. And certainly that does help them, not just individually, even during when they play those co-op modes. But now Warsi off to a good start. He's managed to secure a goal. He's definitely going to want to look for one more out there. And that was a through pass, a little overwhelmed by him, and has been dealt with by Akshat.
Yeah, and that's a good ball in, or looked like a good ball in until the trajectory slightly changed. But Akshat, I think he can have a bit of hope. Again, it's just 1-0. So although I mean, he hasn't created that much. He's got himself into good positions, but really only had that one clear shot on goal. And at this level, it's those shots that you have to make count. And I'm sure Lokmanu will be in his ear again, saying, you know what, calm down, it's fine, don't worry about it. Just make sure the next chance you get, you put that away, and that next chance will come eventually. But let's see if Warsi can do a bit of more damage before that comes, as we have flown through this game to halftime.
Yeah, and there you have the Lokmanu coaching classes going on, just giving him a slight idea of what's really happening inside the game. How can he better his performances? But to be honest, like Akshat hasn't really been pretty bad, right? He's been making those chances. This one went so close, but it's okay. It's okay. He's gonna generate more of these possibilities, more of these chances. But one thing for sure, that he needs to stop conceding goals, right? This one little let by. This one is gonna haunt him now. Every single time Akshat comes in, if he loses a game, then we're looking at Lokmanu playing with added pressure, right? He has to win it, otherwise there's nothing there. Even if he wins it, then again they're entering into that co-op mode where things start getting even more difficult. So Kerala Blasters FC, they've been struggling a little bit, but we still know, in these stormy seas, they're the ones to sail. And let's see, let's find for ourselves in the second half. Can they manage to equalize or maybe dominate, or is it going to be Bengaluru FC off to a blistering start yet again?
Yeah, well, Bengaluru FC looking like they're off to a blistering start. They're almost getting Pele in over there. And yeah, this time Akshat, also I think for the goal, he'll be annoyed by the fact that he pretty much gave possession away very cheaply to allow that attack. And this is a good opportunity. Will he? Okay, he's worked that well for Pele. Needs to take the shot again, turning into traffic instead of taking that shot first time. And it's just those little moments. We saw it with KT Dillon, we saw it with Bindratej as well. When you're not at the top of your confidence, you just you make those moves. You snatch a little bit of the chance, or actually, in fact, you would want to snatch at that chance over there rather than delaying it, and just searching for that clear opening. And eventually, unfortunately for him, the door shut as soon as it opened.
And it's gonna start getting a little bit worse now as Varsi, he's got
That's well worked,
the ball.
but there is offside.
Yeah, and from here on, Akshat, he needs to find some sort of an opening, and this possibly could be it. He's been playing a lot on those through passes lately. He's been trying to do that at least, but then again, Azim, Varsi has been looking really promising on his defense, to be honest.
Yeah, but I mean, Akshat, it does look like he gets into a very good position, and more than Varsi's defense, I think it's a poor pass, a poor decision made by him over there. I think he just needs to play it a little calmer, because obviously he's got to this level by being a good player, by being that instinctive, that aggressive player, a guy who can finish off chances when he creates them. And the skills are there. Like he's been winning his one-on-ones, he's been getting past his defender, but just that final ball, that final finish has been lacking. And there you see Varsi bulldozing his way through. And if you don't make Bengaluru FC pay, they will punish you.
Oh, they certainly will, and they've done this again. And now Varsi is going to start to steamroll through Akshat, and Lokman is still, trying to push him a little bit longer, push him a little bit farther, so that at least Akshat can try and equalize. But look at his defense; it's completely all over the place, Azim, and he's got a lot more problems to fix now, because that little break that we had in between, I really thought this is where Kerala Blasters FC would be making a comeback. They've been really wanting for a win, and it's been a long time since they've tasted victory.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, they're up against the Bengaluru FC team who's on the up. For them, it has been also a bit of an up and down season, where sort of win, loss, and then a couple of wins after that. And they're looking to get to, well, they're sitting in fourth right now, looking to get back control of third place, albeit with Jamshedpur having games in hand. But at this point, it's all about, it's all about what your position is. That in the table itself doesn't matter what games you've played or whatnot. It's about maximizing your position as much as you can. And for Bengaluru and Varsi, they're doing the job. They're getting it done. And see the possession as well, 56% in favor of Bengaluru FC. As Varsi goes again, there's a lot of gaps in that defense, I have to say. And this time, not able to find them. Akshat pressing and closing down well enough. And he will look for the through ball in behind. He has found it, and can he make it count? It's 3-on-2, so his decision making needs to be on point here. It's a perfect ball in, and it's saved somehow. Oh my God, Akshat, where is your luck gone, my friend? Because he did everything right there. I don't think he could have done anything else. Will he go for the cross with Ronaldo? Sprints through, and
Nice.
still has the opportunity, not quite. And just a smile of resignation from him, because he worked that absolutely perfectly. I mean, I have no complaints about anything he did over there. It was just, as we saw with Bindratej in our previous game, I believe it was Schmeichel in that game. Not sure who the keeper was here. Is it Schmeichel or Van der Sar? Usually one of the two. And he'll be desperately disappointed. But still has the ball, still looking like creating. Again, trying to sort of walk through a wall over there, and okay, let that run, which is an offside, and he can continue recycling possession. I think Bengaluru FC wanted to make a change, not allowed to. Akshat straight away getting on with it. Don't let them adapt, don't give them the pause, and he makes it. Will he go for the chip now? He's still running rings in the box. So he takes the shot and smashes it into the top corner. That's the Akshat we want to see. Gets the goal. It's been a long time coming, and the coaching classes begin again. What's Akshat going to do? Can he make that comeback?
You know, we should have a separate, mic for Lokmanya, right? I really want to hear those little insider bits that he sort of imparts, right? Because whatever he's been doing, well, it's certainly working out. Right after the second half, we are seeing Akshat creating his own chances, and that was so very close. And Lokmanya, I think he's making some sort of,
Yeah. Now he was
indication.
telling him to go far post. I think
Uh,
that's something that a lot of regular football coaches as well would tell you when you're being coached in football as a young age, if you're a striker particularly, you're always told when the cross comes in, head it back where it came from. So always head it back to the far post rather than the near post because it's usually more difficult to save because the keeper's momentum is usually taking him towards the near post and given straight back. Hang on, Akshat could be in again and his eyes have lit up. His palms will be sweaty over here. Eusebio on the ball and Cruyff with the
oh, he's got
goal
it!
and he has got it back out of nowhere. The comeback, it is 2-all and Varsi made those changes but clearly something was very off over there. Maybe the players not in the right positions on the kickoff and
Ah.
looks like he's thrown this one away. But I mean, happy for Akshat. I think his confidence could really have used that boost and getting in over them, choosing the right pass. That was the absolute right pass to make. It would have been tempting to play the ball to the man in the center, and there you go. The fist bump is on. And changes being made, I think, on both sides. I think for Akshat, they just, I mean, Lokmanya must be telling him just more of the same, please. We want exactly that. Just, just keep
Peace.
your cool, keep your calm, make the right decisions in the box, and take the shot. As we see a Ronaldo coming on for a Ronaldo. It is of course Ronaldo 9 off and CR7 on. So all to play for in these last 10 minutes. Neither of these two is going to want to lose this game and both would, I suppose, be reasonably happy with a draw. Varsi less so, considering he was 2 goals up. But you know what? I think Akshat would take a draw here.
Yeah, I mean, not so pleasant weather in Bengaluru anymore, does it?
Oh
Oh
no! It's
no!
in! It's in! And Varsi has snuck it through. It is Cristiano Ronaldo, the substitute, coming in, scoring with pretty much his first
God.
touch over there. Ronaldo and Messi together celebrating something you never see in real life. And yes, the stunned silence. We've been through this moment so many times, unfortunately, with Akshat, where he thinks
This is
he's made the
wrenching.
comeback. He thinks he's got it back, and then out of nowhere,
Look at his defense, Azim. It's
yeah,
so opened up, just on those central areas. You give Warsis that sort of a room to play around with, and he's gonna punish. Just when we were thinking, the weather in Bengaluru has been a little distraught, has been a little stormy. There you have the lightning strikes, and it's gonna be raining goals for
yeah. I
Bengaluru.
don't think
And
it's over yet, though. I don't think it's.
yeah,
I still think there's a goal in this for someone. It could be Akshat. It could be Varsi. Let's see how they approach it. I think Akshat over there just got a little greedy trying to win that ball. Should have just kept his defender in place and not committed the tackle. And got him very fortunate over there because Varsi had a
Rashant.
clean through ball in, and now this could be it. He's got Pele on the ball. He's got Messi running in, forced that pass a bit. Pass was never really on. It's cleared away, but Marquinhos wins the ball, wins the second ball, and now Akshat all-out attack over here. He's got 2 minutes of stoppage time. He finds Messi. Will he cut onto that left foot? Don't think the finesse shot was the right option over there. Varsi will get that ball away. He's waiting for that timer to hit 2 minutes and might get a chance to just put this to bed. And as I did say, we might see a 4-2. I think he's offside there. It's done. And what an absolute epic this has been. What looked like it was meandering to a simple 2-0 eventually ends up being 3-2 with Varsi getting the win.
Oh God, this match was an absolute cracker. And just when we were thinking, Lokmanya has got a lot to fight, and now he's got to fight even harder. He's got to somehow win against Shagnik. It's going to be difficult though, with the first game being so entertaining, especially towards that second half. Akshat almost pulling off a comeback, but Warsi just being that one step ahead, helping Bengaluru FC get that win over there, and of course, sort of making things easier for Sagnik at the very least, at least lifting the pressure off. But again, beautiful game of FIFA by both these players. Akshat really improving with his attack. One thing for sure, Azim, that I'm starting to observe, right? We did see them from the first day itself. Akshat has improved, at least on his attack, in the sense that he's trying to, make those passing plays, right? Something that we see a lot out of Lokmanu, right? He makes those quick little passes, searches for, good player to pass on to, and that's when that goal really came off Cruyff. And that really shows that he's improving with time. But again, at the same time, you've got to understand that fact that he's also fighting against time, because with every single game passing by, that's where Kerala Blasters FC, they are looking to get that W, but it's looking a little bleak at this point.
Yeah, not quite happened for them. This, of course, we see it was 2-0. And at this point, we thought maybe the game is up. But then out of nowhere, 2 goals in very quick succession. Akshat, of course, very
Frustrating,
disappointed. But I think in defense, he really only has himself to blame, trying to, win that ball a little too
This chance.
eagerly. This one, I think what Lokmanu said again over there, perfectly correct. Maybe go to the far post over there, and there's a higher chance of scoring. But immediately after, managed to take actually the most difficult chance that
Oh,
he
this was
had and
brilliant.
smashing it into the top corner, and then getting the ball straight back from the restart and just running up the other end and scoring.
Yeah, this was brilliant, right? This is not ideally or usually Akshat plays. This is what we've been expecting. It felt like you are watching the likes of, let's say, Lokmanu or Saranj or maybe Charanjot or Crusher in those moments, right? He just dribbled past the ball, and he was so clinical. He knew exactly what he was doing. He was not looking lost over there. But again, this sort of a slip up at this particular moment, Ronaldo just dribbling off towards the left hand side, and Shagnik, he's happy. He's happy. He always
Yeah,
believed in his teammate, and there you go. This was really closely contested. Look at the possession stats, very close
yeah.
to each other, and yeah, of course, Bengaluru having a little bit of that slight advantage in terms of the expected goals. But either ways, it was really close, went down to the wire, and that's how we like our Southern Derby.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you look at it, it's so close. 2.9 versus 3.1 expected goals. So you know that both of them created equally good chances. Similar number of shots as well, 6 to 7. And we see shot accuracy as well. And I do think we have Varsi in the
Yes.
chat with us. So let's quickly have a quick word with Varsi. Congrats on yet another win. Very nervous. How are you feeling? 2-0 to 2-all. How did that feel?
Thank you. We are feeling a bit relieved. Like, I don't know how I choked that 2 goal margin, man. So, yeah, feeling a bit relieved. I'm pretty happy with the performance I've put in.
Of course, you were phenomenal as always. But we did see those signs from Akshat's side, that improvement really coming on, and he really put you to test today. So, tell me, what were the improvements that you really found in his game today?
I think it was a bit composed today, and like he has really improved in his passing, and yeah, he was clinical with the finishing as well. The first goal he scored was actually like I don't know what to do actually over there. So yeah, it was a good goal by him.
Okay,
Right.
and of course, for you now, hopefully trying to get a stranglehold on third place. How are you feeling with Shagne going up against Lokmanya? Two, of course, very closely matched players. So how do you think that's going to go?
I'm pretty confident that Sagni will win. So yeah, I'm always
Oh,
backing my
All
teammate, and I
right,
have to do that, right?
fair enough. But yeah, congrats on your win and good luck for the co-op game coming up as well. And hopefully, we'll chat with you soon.
Thank you so much.
all right. So I think quite some statements being made. And look, Manu, definitely a man on a mission right now. He's got a lot to prove, at least, get this game leveled up. And there you go, the fist bump, just making sure that look, Manu takes this game in full control. And again, Shagnik, it's going to be difficult. 100%. I've seen these two giants go up against each other, and it has always been down to the wire. Sometimes Lokmanu fares off with a win, sometimes it's Shagnik. But either ways, it's a victory for FIFA. I mean, all the fans out there watching, it's going to be an absolute cracker of a match. And two of the veterans of the FIFA community, so as to speak. And I would really not be surprised. At in the foreseeable future, I see Lokmanu on Baiju's platform. With his
Yeah,
FIFA classes, he's always on point. He's very immaculate with his analysis. He knows what he's speaking, and he knows how to speak. He loves the
yeah.
camera.
Yeah, I mean, of course, he's I mean, loving the camera right now. You can see, I mean, he'll want to be performing on the screen rather than on the camera. And of course, very experienced, 25 years old. Shagnik, of course, just 19, but very similar FIFA rankings for them: 2120 versus 2048. So nothing really to choose. You could say Lokmanu may be a slight favorite in terms of his experience, but equal amount of goals scored, although Lokmanu has done it in one lesser game.
Yeah.
Sagnik, his defense has generally been very, very sorted. He tends to score maybe two, maximum three goals per game. Not a very prolific goal scorer in that sense, but yeah, it's just so evenly matched. Both players love keeping possession of the ball, love building that play slowly, but also very organized on defense. So it's so difficult to call, and the pressure is obviously on Lokmanu, and it's about whether he can rise to the occasion.
Yeah, this is one of the haunting things about Kerala Blasters FC, especially Lokmanu, right? He's been creating the chances every single time. He's been making, the opponent sweat, but sometimes, rather most of the times, Lady Luck has never been on his side. So today is definitely gonna need a little more of that because we witnessed a similar situation with even Akshat, right? And even Warsi, his opponent, did clearly say it out, right? He has improved in terms of how he's been passing, especially that first goal he scored. That was an explosive one, right? It felt like a
Yeah.
cruise missile just passing through the backs of the net, and he could not do anything but just watch as it whizzed past by the goalkeeper. But again, Lokmanu and Shagnik is what we have in store for you guys. For the ones that are waiting to watch this match get started, let us know in the chat section who are you supporting, because it's one of those certain derbies which really gets heated up in even these cool winters, right? And of course, the equator being one of the primary reasons for that hot, sweaty weather out there. But now it's all gonna do
Yeah.
with the FIFA that these guys are gonna be putting up for display.
Yeah,
Sharknik
and this
up
is
against
yeah,
Lokman.
this
Yeah.
is the beauty of the eISL broadcast, where not just FIFA, but we also give you geography information about the equator and also weather reports. So, what more do you need in your life from an entertainment platform?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, right now I'm just getting stoked. When is this game going to start? Because with every single passing second by, because this is where Kerala Blasters FC, Azim, they've got to play the catch-up game, right? They have to win. There's no looking back. But for Bengaluru, they can still settle with a draw, even go into the co-op game, get a draw, and still walk out with those necessary 3 points, right? And it's going to be important for both these teams to get those 3 points for them. And of course, they've done that initial job, Bengaluru FC. They just have to see to the end of things. And there goes the fist bumps. They've all set their eyes on the screen. And here we go. The battle breaking out between these two juggernauts as we are in pursuit to see if Kerala Blasters FC have a fighting chance in the co-op game or not.
Yep, we're just waiting for, I think, few last minute setup changes and just then the game to load and for us to kick off. Very, very excited to see how this one goes, because it's a high pressure game, particularly for Lokmanya. We do see Lokmanya over there, a slightly wider camera angle being used by him. Yes, because it is his console footage we're seeing. So we've seen that as well. A lot of players preferring this sort of wider angle so that they get to see more of the pitch, and also maybe a bit of a giveaway that Lokmanu might be wanting to play a few long balls.
Maybe. I mean, we haven't really seen him doing that. We have always seen him play really close there, and now he's gonna get on his attack. And this is where I think questions might get answered.
Yeah, absolutely. And for now, he's gonna take his time, keep building quietly, slowly.
He likes doing that.
That's yeah, typical Lokmanya. He's just going to completely take his time, wait and wait and wait, starve the opponent of the ball. But Sagnik is also equally comfortable off the ball as he is on it. Like he's very defensively organized there. You go stepping in at just the right time. Now finding Gullit, Vieira, he's got the standard, the Trimurti, as we've started calling them, of Mbappe, Pele, Ronaldo, and Cruyff on the left, using route Gullit, trying to create that opportunity, trying to do a little fake here and there to get Lokmanu to come into
Oh,
defender, and he's worked this brilliantly, takes the shot, and it's a brilliant, it's an absolute screamer from Sagnik. He worked that so well, and Lokmanu just had no answer to that. That is pure fire there from Sagnik.
even Lokmani acknowledges that. Just the beauty of this goal, right? He was left with his pants down over there, and beautiful, beautiful goal being scored there by Shagnik. And usually, this lad might be younger, might look a little laid back, but he's an absolute phenom to be scared of when you're going up against him. And Lokmani understands why. But again, from the Lokmani that we've heard, initially what his objective was sort of to tie out, so to sort of to frustrate Chagnik, but he did not care. He knew that he's going to get his opening, but so has Lokmanyu. We've got to see if we can make this one count.
He did have an opportunity there, but I think a
Ooh!
very good offside trap played by Bengaluru FC. And ooh, that's a bit of a risk to take. And okay, it sort of just about gets away with it. And what stood out to me about that finish from Sagnik is that that's the finish of a guy in form. You've seen guys like Akshat Bindratej today where you're not in form, you just hesitate a little bit before taking that shot. You take it, maybe an additional touch to try and get yourself closer to the goal, but none of that from Sagnik. He's like, I know my shots are gonna stick. I just need to get the direction and the power right, and my form, my momentum will do the rest, and that was exactly what happened for him.
Yeah, and as we go on, it's 20 minutes passed by. Bengaluru FC getting that early goal lead. And now Lokmanyu in pursuit for his one.
Worked
And
well.
this
Oh, this
is
should
really
be
good.
it.
Oh,
Oh,
the
he's got the
power.
timing wrong. Got the timing all wrong, and sometimes I feel that it's almost worth just taking the regular shot, even though it may not end up in that top corner, may not have that same power, because the percentage chance of it just being a goal is much higher, particularly in that moment.
God, has to be it, right? The Southern Derby, both these players, two big names in the FIFA circuit of India. And here you have Shagnik again trying to race in through the D-box in pursuit for one more. And
Oh,
Gullit
there you
passing
go.
on towards Pele. Theo was really fast on getting a read on that one as Lokmanyu is up
Ooh, I think
for
he's offside
his,
though.
yeah,
Yeah,
offside,
that
yeah.
is offside. He's using the offside trap very, very well, and gives that away that you don't want to be giving Lokmanu unnecessary encouragement over here. And for now, he's going to take his time and keep building. He has the run for Pele if he had spotted it earlier. He likes not to go that way and keeps building. Going to use Gullit and Vieira over there. All the passing lanes being pretty effectively cut out except that one, and Lokmanu worked well, but very smart there from Sagnik to get his keeper out immediately, close down that angle, because if the keeper was on that line,
Yeah.
it's quite likely that that shot would have been in.
I mean, he will have to be on his toes, right? Within a blink of an eye, we know Lokman can score. But right now, he's having some difficulties. The defense absolutely on point, not giving him a lot of room to breathe. But this pass could have been really deadly, could have been a start of something really new from Shagnik's side as Lokmanu continues to press in and still searching for that one little opening. Look at how the defense is so well established, just like a rock. And we're seeing this certain semblances of Arvind over here, sort of denying Lokmanu that every single chance to kind of score. But Lokmanu, still, he's not giving up, at least up until now.
There you go. Again, just choosing the right time. It's going to come down to one-on-one plays really for Lokmanu because he's so well organized with his defensive shape. As he searches for that ball in behind, he's got Mbappe versus Gullit. Obviously, a huge pace advantage over there. Gullit commits to a sliding tackle, and Oh, I think he would have been wishing he could have made more of that because he's basically a man down on defense over there, was Lokmanu. And now again, I think Lokmanu having to resort to the counter attack. It could work out well. He's got Mbappe over there. He finds Cruyff, and will he go for the shot? No, it's Sagnik there in the right place at the right time yet again. Not the first time it's happened this tournament because Sagnik for me definitely already at this early stage a contender for MVP because he's been superb so far this tournament.
Yeah, and just look at him, look at his camera. He's like, okay, guys. I mean, it's just another day in the office. I'm gonna breeze past this. Might be Lokmanu against me, but I know I'm confident. I believe in myself. As here I am trying to build an attack of my own. Pele passing it on towards Ronaldo and back and forth.
Ooh,
There
yes.
you go,
Oh, is
almost.
that a penalty? No, I
Is
think
that?
it's half time. Okay.
Oh, it's halftime. All right, cool, cool,
Oh my
cool.
goodness, that was very, very close. Had the opportunity there, and well, now Lokmanu I think needs to get a mirror out and start giving himself some coaching classes because he does need something to change, something to stick. This was just
Yeah,
pure brilliance from Sagnik. You can't defend against that. It was just
yeah.
beautifully worked. Excellent goal, and I think yeah, there you go. Varsi over there also saying too good,
Too
too
good.
good. His exact words. And this one, I think Lokmani will be disappointed about. He went for that timed finish on the weaker foot. Always a little challenging to get that right. And in this moment over here, I think it was offside. And when the ball came to him, and of course, then after that, the shot was of no consequence.
Yeah,
So
and this is
Sagnik
where.
looking very focused, very calm, and looks like if he can get a second goal, I think he can close this tie out.
Oh, he certainly has to. And I think considering how he's been playing, we're seeing Lokmanu trying to create chances, get inside the box. But Saknik has been so proficient with his defense. He knows he's got a plan, and it's working out well for him. And Kerala Blasters FC yet to break the deadlock, and Lokmanu, determined as ever to go up against him. And what he had made a bold statement, right? He was pretty confident that Saknik was going to walk off with the victory, and seems like it that his words do count over here, right? But still, one more half, anything can possibly happen. We have seen some ludicrous things, emerge,
Oh,
and
there you
this
go.
could be
He's
one of
got
them.
Gullit in, and he finds Ronaldo. Surely takes the shot, and it's
No,
wide.
how?
That someone check that controller, man, because how are all the shots going wide over there? We saw it with Akshat twice. We saw it with Lokmanu now, and again, this is what pressure does. Like shots that you would normally just close your eyes and shoot, and it's in the bottom corner. Suddenly going wide, and now it's Sagnik trying to work the opening. The ball, the rub of the green, sort of going his way. He's got three options now to pass to. Again, taking his time and building. He wants to force Lokmanu out to come and press the ball. Lokmanu trying to resist, trying to keep his shape, and pays off for him. But there's only so long that Lokmanu can sit compact because he's gonna have to start chasing the game unless he can turn this into a goal.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, this is where he must be speculating. What if Azim had he gone for the far off post? Could it have been one at the back of the net? Because towards his own side over there, again, one of those things that happened even with the likes of Akshat today.
Yeah, I mean, I think he probably went for the right post because the far post was probably covered by the defender, so he made the right thing. I just think he just direction was just not right. I think pushed the analog stick too far down, and that can happen if you just push it all the way down and put a lot of power onto the shot. It can sometimes backfire on you. And got the timing and everything right this time. Unfortunately, just not the direction.
Yeah, I mean, it's gotta feel a little bit tiring, a little bit gruesome as Lokman has been making those efforts, but it's not working out. In the meanwhile, Shaknik, cool and calm and composed as ever. Look at him building this attack,
Oh,
passing it
this is
on towards
superb. Oh,
Ronaldo,
this is
giving it
brilliant.
towards
This
Cruyff,
could
can
be
go for
another
the
one. It is
shot.
surely.
Oh,
No, it's
oh, he
safe, but
goes.
is he onside? Is he onside? That's the only question to ask over here. And he is. The goal is given. And you have to say Saknik on the balance of play deserves this. He's been superb so far.
Oh God, oh God, this is brutal for Kerala Blasters. But look at this goal. He was so well connected to the players. He knew exactly where to let the pass go. And Cruyff, that was a brilliant shot, but it was equally well saved. But after that, Ronaldo making no mistakes, and boy oh boy, Bengaluru FC get that 2 goals, and
Oh,
Kerala
it could be
Blasters FC just
3.
in. Yeah, it could be a 3, probably.
Yeah, well, I think Lokman is in a decent position there to recover. Yeah, it's out for the throw. And well, looks like an attacking formation coming up for Lokmanu now. Obviously has to throw the kitchen sink at it because well, if they fail to win this, then that's another 3 points in the bag for Bengaluru FC. And I mean, both of them are just like, how has that not gone in? Because on any regular day, I mean, 99 out of 100 times that shot goes in. And we've seen a couple of those instances for Akshat and Lokmanu both so far. And sometimes, it's just not your day. It's just not your day.
It's definitely not Sunday for Lokmanu. He's been having those troubles, and from here on, the question remains: where is he gonna go with this? Because again, there you have it. Shagnik almost about to score that one, and Lokmanu, he's starting to have a lot of troubles going on. He's got to fix his attack. He's gonna even better his defense, and all in this, we've got Shagnik, who's just scoring goals for fun.
Yeah, he's given the ball away though. Lokmanu really needs to make this count. And he's searching for Pele, a bit of an ambitious ball over there. Not quite happening for him. And of course, in a pressure game like this, I think maybe it's probably worth him taking the first game and having maybe somewhat less pressure, and maybe that could have changed the outcome today. But conversely, I mean, then that puts a lot more pressure on Akshat, who I feel needs a little bit of breathing room currently, where he is in form wise.
Yeah.
And again, 2v3. Well, it was 2v3, and now defense comes streaming back. So it's pretty much the same. He's almost found that ball through to Ronaldo. I'm sure his eyes lit up the moment he saw that run being made. But just maybe needed to loft that pass because it was very easy to cut out. And Ragnik now happy to take his time. And I mean, you have to say that Bengaluru FC and Chennai currently looking like the absolute form teams. They've looked genuinely so good so far. Bengaluru FC were inconsistent at the start of the season, but absolutely on a roll right now. Both Varsi and Sagnik getting their A game on, and I mean, whatever the result of this game, I'm sure we will see them having a bit of fun in co-op as well. Does look for the moment, and that's what Varsi is telling him as well. That you know what, just see this out. Don't try anything smart or stupid. Lokmanya is going to be doing constant press on him, so it's not easier said than done to just keep the possession. And I think Akash told us that 85 minutes or so is when it's acceptable to
Yeah.
start just messing around and keeping the ball and passing it back to the defenders and the keeper. So I suppose we'll see that as soon as
It's
he
fair.
deems it fair.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Lokmani also do this, so I'm not going to be surprised, or I'm not going to be cussing if Shagnik, but
Yeah.
here he is.
Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! He's having a bit of fun with Lokmanu. Dude, if he manages to score from this, he's enjoying himself, and well, maybe enjoyed himself a little too much over there with now Gullit coming out with the ball. Lokmanu, I think, will be annoyed with that. It's never nice, especially when you're down, when the opponent starts doing tricks around you and running circles around you. For now, though, the ball is with Bengaluru FC. Will Gullit win it back? He does, wins it back high up the pitch, and suddenly it's a chance. You could see Lokmanu trying to turn and create the angle for the runner in behind him. Didn't quite happen, and now playing an interesting choice of ball over there. Could have been more productive going down the right flank. But for now, keeping the ball, it's Lokmanu again. This one, you have to think for him to make a comeback. This one has to be a goal. If not, I think it's good night for Kerala Blasters. And yeah, being forced out, Sagnik's defense so well organized. Have a look at that. And now he will for sure take that ball and run for the hills. What is that physics over there? Worked out well enough for him. And yeah, I mean, even if Lokmanu scores one now, you would have to say the game is up. And I think Sagnik can relax just that little bit. But nope, he wants his clean sheet.
He certainly wants to keep it and maybe increase the goal tally to one more as Mbappe is pushing in through the left wings over there. He's going to make that pass it on towards Ronaldo, who further passes it towards Pele, and Theo Hernandez is there for the save. And there you go, 9 minutes just breezing past by. This has to be those easiest 3 points that Bengaluru FC could have wanted to secure, and they've done that in fashion. Both the games being won clearly, and now co-op for Kerala Blasters FC, just for ending things on a lighter note, a consolation, a copium, so as to say, for them, because right now with the way things went, I mean, Akshat did impress us, but a little bit of a gloomy day for Lok Manu over here as Shaknik. He was just really good.
Yeah, Sagnik was just on a different planet today, and that's what confidence does. Like when you're riding a high wave of form,
Look at this.
You
Wow.
score goals like this. The second one as well. I mean, he would have loved it if the original shot had gone in and it wasn't that rebound which was headed back in, because it was an absolute beautiful move. You'll see this one over here. This was the chance. There were two of these chances, I think, for Lokmanu and Kerala Blasters FC, and yeah, just wasn't happening for him over there, because he'll know that was a big chance and he'll know that he should have put that away.
Yeah.
And came close on a number of occasions, but never quite close enough. As we have a look at this one from Lokmanu over here, getting the ball in to Gullit. Surely, he only had the option of the near post over there because the far post was covered by the defender, and just put it too far wide.
Yeah, and that is the end of things, right?
There
That's
we
where with this it was sealed, and there we have it. So again, Shagnik just outplaying Lokmanu in the Southern Derby, as Bengaluru FC have successfully managed to secure those important 3 points, right? Likewise, for all the viewers out there, Bengaluru FC is the only team that has played 7 games, and I think after this win, they've made their mark in the top 3. Again, just pushing Jamshedpur FC to a little bit of a fourth spot, and that's what they were eyeing out for. But taking a look at the statistics that we have over here, both these players sort of evenly matched up. Similar statistics in terms of possession that we had between Akshat going up against Varsi, but nevertheless, I think whatever the stats may speak, Shagnik was a better player for the evening, and the scores clearly reflect that.
Yeah, and you can say that they pretty much had just 3 shots each. But the quality of chances that Sagnik was able to create was exceptional. And we can, let's quickly find out what the Kerala Blasters boys have been saying about their experience so far in the tournament, and we will be back with you very soon.
Hi everyone, my name is Lokmanu Chaturvedi. I'm 25 years of age and I'm from New Delhi, India. I'm representing Kerala Blasters in the Indian Super League, and I'm part of the Indian national team as well.
Hello everyone, myself Akshat Khandelwal. I am 23 years of age and I am representing Kerala Blasters.
Right from the start, when I started playing FIFA in India, I always thought that we'll also be at that level where, like the other domestic leagues, where we'll be playing at the highest level. And when I had a slight hint that eISL would be announced, and when it was announced with such a big prize pool, I had only one aim, and that was to qualify. And it really means everything to me because this is my profession, this is what I want to do. So first match we were really confident. I knew that I had studied my opponent's gameplay and I was really confident I got the victory. Akshat, because it's his first LAN event, he took under pressure, but knowing his quality, pretty sure he will bounce back. He did play really well in the second game. Just a bit unlucky, we can say, and some other things that we didn't do well, that we lost the second game.
1 week has passed away. We have played 2 matches, won 1, lost 1. And this is a league format. We have still 18 games to play, and I can hopefully improve my game a lot.
So Kerala Blasters has a huge yellow army behind them. They've got the biggest fan base in India. I believe if I take on that pressure on the pitch, then I won't be able to do justice. As the players play in the ISL, they know they have the support when they win, when they lose. I feel the same way.
Like everybody knows, Lokmanu is a really experienced player and I am new to the scene. तो ये मेरे पीछे पड़ा रहता है कि भाई practice करते रहे, keep on practicing, that you have to improve every day. Like दोनों चीज़ें हैं, प्रोज भी हैं, कॉन्स भी हैं.
The best part about 2v2 is that if one of the players, for example, if Akshat or me isn't playing that well, then we can clutch in 2v2. That's what I feel. So if personally on any day Akshat isn't playing well, or if I'm not playing well, and we are clicking in the 2v2 gameplay, I believe that's really good. And like I said earlier, that we've been playing really well. So if we work on our mistakes and if we play better, then I think 2v2 would be our defining aspect, and we could take that forward in the league and help us win games and help us win games for Kerala Blasters.
I feel that all the 22 players are really good and all the 11 teams are favorites for the tournament. But certainly I feel that there is one team which मेरे को लगता है कि शायद उनसे हम थोड़ा बच के रहना चाहेंगे. उनका टीम का नाम है चेन्नई एफसी. सारांश and Naveen are really experienced players and they are really good at LAN events. But ऐसा नहीं है कि हम उनको हरा नहीं सकते. Obviously we are here to win the tournament. We are not here to make the numbers up, and we will try to win the tournament.
I feel there's one team nobody is talking about, and that is Northeast United. Both the players are new to the scene. Imad specifically has played some tournaments in Bangalore. I've played against him at a LAN event. But I feel Mufu Burani is someone who's really working hard. He's like the silent assassin, as I would like to call him. So I personally feel it's the personality of the player that matters to me, especially when it comes to 2v2. And Akshat certainly has a good one. I really didn't expect, because I didn't know him personally before. But I feel if he works hard on some of the areas in the game, I think his confidence, when it comes out, it'll come out shining. And that is going to help us a lot in the league. So I always love to start my tournament with a win. And that's what I did. Like, at least my solo game, I won by a good margin. I was very happy about it. So there was this one moment where Akshat from behind, when I scored, like, that confirmed the win. So he did this celebration. And he didn't want me to do that on camera, but I picked on it and I did this on cam. So I felt really good about that. Then another celebration. So I was like being a little more expressive on cam after winning. I was very confident, and hopefully we can get more of this, because I want to do those celebrations on camera, because that's what I see pro players in the world doing. And yeah, that's the E in the esports. So I would like to thank all my friends for supporting me through this. They know that it's my job to play FIFA, which is quite nascent in India, I would say. So I believe everyone keeps telling me you're doing something different, you're doing good in it. So I would like to thank them, but especially my father, because I come from a sports family and he always wanted me to play at the highest level. So I believe this is the highest level in India in terms of FIFA, and I hope to do justice to to his goals. And thank you so much everyone for all the support.
Well, there you have it. A lot of words being said by Lokman. They've got a lot of fixing to do, and they've already started with a few things out at the corner. But now things haven't really been looking shiny, or let's say glorious for them, as they've already been defeated. But now a consolation game, a co-op game where maybe they could try and improve their team game a little bit better, as they go up against Varsi and Sagnik, who are really happy at the moment.
Oh yeah, and I mean they've been great in their last co-op game as well. It was, I mean, in fact there was plenty on the line in that game, and they needed to win, and they did very comfortably. They're getting in immediately behind the defense, and well marshaled over there. But I mean, expect to see some fireworks, I would say, from Bengaluru FC in this one. Expect to see some skill moves, some outrageous things, because these boys, they like to have fun when they're playing together. And there, I think it is a corner for Kerala Blasters FC for them as well. Bit of pride at stake. Hopefully, obviously they've been working a lot on their co-op, and they'll be using this game maybe as a bit of a further practice match to try and put into practice all the things that they've been working on.
Yeah, I think we've seen that really good improvement from Akshat. To be honest, but Lokmanyu, he's got to push himself even harder. He's got that experience. He just needs to convert that into goals and get those W's for Kerala Blasters FC, because they've been at the middle of the things on that little bit of a lower middle order, but that could have been a good chance just being thrown away, and it was unlucky. Had it gone towards any other player, could have been scored. But Marquinhos with this pass on towards Pele.
Well worked for Pele. And that's a goal, that's well done. And yeah, Kerala Blasters will be looking at that and be like, where was that for the last two games? It took us 7 minutes of co-op to get this goal. I mean, I said expect fireworks from Bengaluru FC, but they barely had a touch of the ball. Maybe, I mean, the last time it was a case of them being ultra switched on in their co-op game. Maybe now that the result is in the bag, and we've seen this before, that they've won the 2 individual games and actually lost co-op. It's happened before. So, interesting to see if they remain switched on for the remainder of this.
Yeah, even
Yeah, that's a great pass. Clearly switched on over there. But, and very switched on to win it back with Mbappe. Oh, not quite there.
yeah, a little too far-fetched by Mbappe. Could have tried a few different things, but it's all right. I mean, it's co-op. They still have the pressure relieved off their shoulders. 7 games played, making it to the top 3, but still, that spot that they're holding on to, it's a little brittle because again, you've got so many teams, so many good teams eyeing out for the top 3. Right, and they've all played 5, and this one team called.
Ooh,
Oh,
look at that Roulé. He's worked it well. They're getting it in each other's way almost over there.
almost.
And
Oh,
still it falls to Bengaluru
what's
FC.
going
What's
on?
going on over there? And it goes to Cruyff. And
Oh,
he gets the shot away. Goodness me. Will that be a corner? It is a corner. And
Asif,
mass
what on earth was
confusion.
that?
Mass confusion over there. He goes for it. Obviously, we're going to see a cross coming. And who's at the back post? It's Marquinhos at the back post. Goes to him. But the giant frame of Van der Sar, unfortunately for Bengaluru FC, getting in the way.
Yeah.
And that's knocked straight out of play by Akshat. That's a bit of an embarrassing one, but it's happened to all of us, so I won't blame him.
Not to the best of the people out there. But now there you have it. Bengaluru FC, after that conceding goal, they have been looking really fast. They've been really quick, but also a lot messy around the D box as they're trying to change things around, trying to level up the scores. Garlic passing it on towards Vieira. Some back and forth passes between the midfielders going out as Mbappe gets a better
well
off
worked.
and
Oh, that's
Pele will
beautiful.
score.
That's
And, yeah.
incredible, and I believe that was Varsi who scored the goal. He's been immense in these co-op games, and we saw this in the last game as well, where when it reached the co-op and he was in these positions with the one-on-ones, capable of beating one defender, 2 defenders with just that one little well-timed bit of skill. And I expect this is sort of what I was expecting from Bengaluru FC as well. They're going to play with a lot of freedom. They're going to experiment a lot, going to try out a bunch of things that they normally wouldn't if it was a crunch game.
Yeah.
And it's going well. It's going to be an entertaining spectacle for us at least.
Yeah, and the best part is they won't get punished for it also. But Kerala Blasters FC, they've been making the moves. But Kafu, very smart out there to make the perfect read and intercepts the ball. And now there you have it. All right. Was that an offside?
Yeah, that was offside. But also, I mean, even though you could say it's like a sort of relaxed game for Bengaluru FC, but bear in mind that they're in a very tough battle for those top 4 spots, and that 4th spot could come down to the difference of matches won, or rather games won within the matches. So every point you can get is absolutely vital, and we're seeing now slowly that leaderboard, that table slowly start to shape up. You've got Chennai FC and FC Goa on top. You've got Jamshedpur FC and Bengaluru FC already vying for 3rd and 4th, and a lot of other people to come into the mix. There's Mumbai City FC who are no mugs. You've got Hyderabad FC who look very, very solid. And of course you've got SC East Bengal who've been locked up in their hotel rooms and not allowed to play apart for one game so far, and they were very good in that one game. So it's going to be such an intense battle for that 4th place.
Yeah, I mean the midfield, like we say, is absolutely getting crowded with so many teams. Everyone trying to get in to break through the top 4, and it's still anybody's, right? Even if ATK Mohan Bagan, they just pull off an unbelievable performance over the next few months. I think they can also make it to the top 4. It's still anybody's game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. At this point, you can't write off anyone. Odisha FC as well have showed a lot of promise, and it's off the post. I did not expect him to take a shot from that angle, but clearly deciding to take a chance. And again, when it's not your day, it's not your day. I mean, there are days where you take that shot and it would just hit the other side of the post and fly into the net, but not to be so far for Kerala Blasters FC. They did start the game I mean, pretty well, getting that one very, very clear opportunity. Now Mbappe running through. Now we're going to see Cruyff. We should see a bit of magic being tried by one of them. And will that be a corner? No, it's just
No.
it's not magical at all.
So this is the thing, right? Today has been the day where Bengaluru FC, they're gonna try out a few new strategies and few little things that they've been trying to pull off. So this was one of those long finesse shots. Now, had that been Messi or maybe Rod Gullit, because ideally does
Ooh.
not get that,
No,
but that
that
was
could
a
be a
really
card. Uh, yeah, there is a yellow card. Rare
yeah.
occasion one of the rare occasions that we actually see cards. Lots of fair play, and also these guys are so good with their tackles and their timings that they very rarely get it wrong enough to get a booking. We have seen one red card though, if I'm not wrong, in the tournament, or maybe two. But those have been like last minute, last ditch, last man challenges, more or less. I do believe Varsi was in a game where he got a red card pretty early on and had to just sit back and grind out the result, and that showed you the kind of variety of games that Bengaluru FC has been involved in. You see the first goal over here, very well worked, simple tap in there for I think it was made by Lokmanya. He's still shaking his head over that last game.
Yeah, he's
Can't really get over it. And over here is chance and chance and chance and twist and turn and shoot, and just wasn't working out. And then a little bit of magic we did see, I believe, coming up now from Varsi in the box, fired into Pele, and before we can see it, we get straight back in. And yeah, at half time, it's it's been a very watchable game so far.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, this has more been about Kerala Blasters FC trying to keep their heads held up high than Bengaluru FC. Just, taking a stroll in the park, just enjoying themselves out over here, trying to even, better their teamwork, their team game. And they've got a lot of games to come, but I think after these 7 games, we're going
Oh,
to have
well
a
worked.
halt for them a little bit because, well, they've played a lot more. So this is where we're gonna see a lot out of teams like East Bengal out there. But
Yeah. Oh, this is well
could
worked.
be a good
Surely take the
chance,
shot, and
he
it is a
will
goal.
not miss as Pele does score it, and Kerala Blasters
Almost no
FC
reaction
have
from either of
taken
them
the
there.
lead again.
Yeah, pretty much no reaction. You'd have to say pretty much no reaction over there from either of them. Just not bothered. Couldn't be bothered celebrating. Obviously, it matters to them the fact that they're ahead and they could get the win. Again, as we said, the match's one difference could come into the equation. It actually could even help them to secure the top 4 spot. So, always something to play for, even though it might not feel like it in the moment. It's pretty important for them.
Oh, it's really important, Kerala Blasters FC, and we could see clearly that disappointment oozing out of Lokmanyu's face today. He's not happy with himself, and I'm sure he's created a lot of chances, but he knows that he can do better. And just living with the reality, it is poking him, it's hurting him. Hence the
Oh,
no
this is
smile.
great.
Wow.
Speaking of do better, they are doing much better in the second half. Clearly some kind of a group meeting, a tactical discussion. We will see this ball go into the back post again, but I think probably needed a cross from a left footer there with the way the angle was, and this is an excellent ball through to Cruyff. Now will he wait for Pele? Surely he has to, and little overindulgent there, but still keeps it. Now what we, oh okay, that just got that completely wrong, and it goes out for corner. So Kerala Blasters FC have the lead right now. Bengaluru, of course, will be. I mean, they would love to just win this and whitewash it. I think that'll go out for a corner. No, it's kept in. And just making space, resetting. Nobody really in the box to pass to, so that's why you have to sort of recycle it. Root Gullit getting into unfamiliar territories for his standard defensive midfield role in this game. And just a cul-de-sac over there. Too many defenders. And now, will we see that ball played in behind for Ronaldo? You bet we will. And now, in the box. Who's in the box? Nobody in the box. Oh, hang on. Pele is in the box. And
Just came in,
yeah, just came in a little bit too late. I think slightly slow reaction time from whoever was controlling the run in. And pause cued by Bengaluru FC. Perhaps a moment now for them to either make a tactical change or just use the bench, bring on some of the fringe players, give them a bit of minutes, try them out, see what they can do.
Oh yeah, but at this point, one thing for sure that we've noticed from Bengaluru FC is that they've not been shying from taking shots from a far off range, right? They've been trying to again equalize, but at the same time, they have that freedom to do anything and everything that they possibly can. I'm at this point, I'm not going to be surprised if they take their chances with Ruud Gullit from around here. And had that been those past renditions of FIFA, then this could have been a goal. But now with
Yeah.
modern mechanics and everything, it's so much more difficult. But that being said, Kerala Blasters FC, they're starting to build their attack from the right wing, passing it on towards Mbappe, towards Gullit now, who's again just gonna try and eat out a little bit of more time. Try this is a typical Lokman, right? You kind of tire, you frustrate your opponents out until the point they make that hasty little tackle and they miss, and tend to score. But this is a replay of this beautiful goal being scored by Pele. But look at
No
them,
reaction.
no
Yeah.
reactions.
Couldn't be bothered.
Yeah,
It's like they just conceded 3 goals in one. I mean, that's the kind of reaction it looked like. And you can't blame them. Obviously, when you're playing this game, it can be difficult when you've already lost the 3 points to just keep yourself motivated and enjoying it. But as I said, in the ATKMB game as well, they just need to try to enjoy themselves right now. Obviously, Lokmani always serious, always professor face on. But I think it's an opportunity now, these last 17 minutes, for them to just relax, have a bit of fun, try a few things, just play with complete freedom, and I'm sure it'll help them in the long run.
yeah. I mean, I hope so. I hope so that this works out well for both these teams because Bengaluru FC, they've been having a little bit of those rougher days also. But Kerala Blasters FC, they're sort of in the same boat as ATK Mohun Bagan. They've just managed to get a few wins at least. But again, they've got to get back to the winning days, to be honest. But this could be a good chance. Zidane, almost.
Zidane, of all
Yeah.
players, getting in there. Now from the corner, going very direct. Unfortunately, the absolute wrong player over there for the header in Pele. But absolute right player for all other circumstances in this game. And see Ronaldo into Pele, into Gullit. Now Vieira passing it around that box. Let's see what they can do, taking their time. You'd almost think that they are leading 1-0 right now, Bengaluru FC, with the amount of patience they're using in their play.
Yeah, I mean, then again, we've got to ask ourselves this question: what have they got to lose, right? So they can take all the world in trying to build up a play, or might as well lose. That doesn't change anything. They still have taken these 3 points, 3 crucial points that they had been wanting to, and both these lads are pretty happy. Now, we're not seeing that the happiness reflected in the departments of Kerala Blasters FC. Even after scoring those goals, they know that they're disappointed. They know that they've been a little bit
Oh, that's a good
unlucky,
ball.
but still they could, play a better FIFA, tomorrow when they come in again, whenever they have their next game. But with the clock sort of ticking like this, chances being created, this went so close, and the French could have scored. But I mean, again, so nothing really going there. But otherwise, Azim, in terms of how this league has been progressing, have we found any formidable competitors for Chennai FC other than Jamshedpur, giving them a draw?
Um, yeah, I mean, FC Goa as well. Also, they've been sticking it out. They have a clear pattern to every game, which is that Afnan goes in first, tries to get a draw, either has managed usually a draw or ends up with a loss. Uh, and it's usually a very close game. Then you see V Sharma coming in and basically clutching it and taking it to co-op. And those guys are so good in co-op.
Yeah.
Probably the best co-op team in the league. And hang on, before we say that, it's a shot and well saved.
How?
Look at that, the laughter on the side saying, how is he saved that? Bit of a taste of their own medicine for them, with the keeper making a few crazy saves. And well, it is a corner and comes out to Maldini, not necessarily the guy you want in that situation. And it is going to be, well, could have been a counter attack, but the ball's cleared out. And that is 90 minutes and the win in this one to Kerala Blasters FC. Something to smile about. for the moment, but unfortunately for them, the 3 points on the day will be going to Bengaluru FC, who, on the balance of things, I think you would have to say, based on the individual performances, clearly deserved it.
Yeah, just some copium points for Kerala Blasters FC because the real points have already been secured by Bengaluru FC. They've managed to secure that 3 there. They're going to be finding themselves at the top 3 at the end of today's evening. But heavy hand, the co-op winner is Kerala Blasters FC. A little bit of a smile maybe from Lokmanu, but no, I don't think that's going to come anytime soon. Considering they're still desperate, still searching for that victory. But one, you've always got to find the positives, right? One of the things has to be about around Akshat, the tremendous improvement that he's shown during the eISL, because before it had really started, I had this chat with Lokmanu, and he was kind of the opinion that he's relatively new to the circuit, so it's going to be tough for him. But they've been working out together day in and day out, and clearly the efforts are visible, right? But again, this is where things get really treacherous, right? This is where just by the virtue of showing efforts, you aren't gonna get points. You have to start winning matches, and that is where Kerala Blasters FC, they started off really on a big high, but ever since we've seen their down lows. And I do not think it's gonna get worse than this. So all they can do is find the way up top.
Yeah, and well, at least the co-op, they'll be happy is starting to get together. They've struggled a bit in that department as well through the season, but obviously playing against Varsi and Sagnik, who are not at the peak of their intensity, they managed to get the win. So good psychological boost for them to get that win on board. And obviously, come the end of the season, when the fight for that 4th place is finally settling down, this one additional point for Kerala Blasters FC could prove to be vital.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly would, because every single game does count over here at eISL. But Kerala Blasters FC will soon need their next victory, because if this goes on, then they're going to be climbing down the tables below. So an important day for both these teams, and one of them has walked out as the victor, as in every spot that we have. This time here, taking a look at some of the statistics, you can clearly see both these teams were so evenly matched up. Bengaluru FC, of course, trying to create a lot of more chances. But again, the defense has been good. Kerala Blasters FC, they've been looking strong. The camaraderie has been getting better. But again, this is where I would really expect a lot out of Lokmanu in the next few games to come, Azim, because he's one of the players that needs to step up, needs to get that victory to keep them in contention. And him sort of losing out to Shaknik 2-0, that's where the eyebrows are definitely going to be raised. But then again, taking a look at how good Varsi and Sagnik have been, they were just phenomenal today. 3 points earned, and that is what matters, right? Just propelling them up to that 3rd spot in that overall standings that we have. Still, 1 month just coming to a close, and a few teams have gone up really high. Few teams are catching up, and few teams are still locked up in their hotel rooms, just yearning to play.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll be seeing SC East Bengal very, very soon. And let's quickly find out in the meanwhile about the hero of the match. I wonder who it's going to be. I think it'll be a Bengaluru FC boy, and it is Sagnik with his 2 goals. I think a dominating display against Lokmanu, and very well deserved.
Yeah, I mean, just by the virtue that he defeated Lokmanu by 2 goals, he clearly deserves the MVP, right? When you are going against a veteran player, when you are going against a player who's played so many more tournaments than you, he's got more of the land presence, a little bit of that international touch. Of course, this battle is going to be hard, and it indeed was. But the class and the quality of the goals scored by Shaknik over there was just a notch higher, and even Lokmanu, when he goes off and watches the VOD, he's also going to appreciate the true brilliance that Shagnik has been showing in terms of the standard that he's increased of his gameplay. I'm pretty sure this is going to be, again, you've got to accept that the other team was just better than you for the night. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take a look at the leaderboard and see how things have changed after the games that we have had for the
2nd place.
there you go. They've managed to get the second place, and it has to be with uh, the difference. Yeah, it's
Yeah, games won.
yeah, games won, and yeah, so there you have it. But FC Goa, they still have 2 games to play, so I'm pretty sure if they can win it, then it's gonna work out their way. They're gonna clinch that second spot. But for now, smiles for Jamshedpur FC and Bengaluru FC as they've managed to win their respective games. Now look at Kerala Blasters; they're sitting at the 7th spot with 6 games played. The teams below them, SC East Bengal, they've just played 1 game, and the few that have played only 4. Just one team playing 6, and that's going to be ATK Mohun Bagan. But now it's time to have a talk with our hero of the match. That's going to be Sagnik, who's going to be completely elated and happy after defeating his arch rival Lokmani over there. How does this victory feel, Sagnik?
I mean, it really feels very good. Lokmanyu, as everyone knows, is one of India's top players, and beating him is always an honor.
And talk me through about the class of that first goal. I mean, what were your preparations also? Going up against him, you know that it's never going to be easy.
So like we practice a lot amongst each other. So like we already know what skills we do, how we defend, and so yeah, it was just about like who was better on the day, and I think I was better today.
So you've obviously been in pretty good form the last couple of games going your way, and the control you had of the game against Lokmanya was superb. I mean, you limited him to pretty much 2 shots, and you took your chances. So do you think you're playing close to your peak ability, or is there more to come from you?
I think there's more to come to it, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with my form right now.
Talk us through your future plans, right? We're almost approaching the end of the year. You're sitting on the second spot, though. Congratulations for that. But you still
Thanks.
know, right? FC Goa, they still have a few more games to play, and then they're going to catch up. But for the next year, it's still a long league. Where are the departments that you've got to put that work in?
I think we need to practice a bit more. The co-op aspect, especially, we have been good on some days, bad on some days, that has to be good on
Yeah.
every day. Like, we won't be winning both the games every day. So I think the co-op aspect has to improve a bit for us.
So I think the co-op games is where you're going to be working things out. But another thing, whilst you're playing, we've observed you, right? You're very laid back, very chill in respect to Lokmani, who's right inside the screen, just not letting his eyes off. Is this sort of your mojo somewhere? You look like you've got no expression, and within yourself, you're start of trying to get those attacks on because you were brutal today on the pitch.
Yeah, like I'm not a lot expressive on the field. It's just the work on the field that counts for me.
I mean,
Yeah.
clearly shows, right?
Yeah, and quickly, just last one. Obviously, we've seen a lot of your camaraderie with Varsi. Obviously, you guys get along really well. You all laugh and joke and all of that. So, like before this tournament, were you all friends before the tournament, or is it something that's really grown just in the last month and a half?
No, no, like we were friends since the starting of the competitive FIFA scene in India, like for 4, 5 years.
Oh,
So
Oh,
we are very close. So
wow. So I
okay,
mean,
brilliant,
that
superb.
sort of
So,
clearly
yeah.
reflects in your gameplays and
yeah,
everything.
100%.
But it was amazing having a talk with you, Ovi, and we would like to wish you all the best for your games to come, and we hope that you achieve success.
Thanks a lot, boys. Thanks.
Take care, buddy.
All right. So, 5 years. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I think he's just 19 years of age. So he's been
Yeah,
playing FIFA quite early on, and
yeah.
so has Warsi. And I think it takes that sort of an effort, that sort of a sacrifice to be here where they are at such a young age when I was just wasting my parents' money. But yeah, you've got
Hey,
to
man,
give it to the
that's what
boys.
you gotta do. What you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 2 beautiful games coming to close. We did have, of course, our victors over here, Jamshedpur FC and Bengaluru FC securing those 3 points for the evening. But that's all the action and drama that we've got for you today. And as we head off, a huge shout out to our sponsors, starting off with our short hit sponsor, Hero, and our esports partners Nordwind Gaming, followed by our platform partners PlayStation for helping us in making this a reality. That being said, Azim and I will be calling it a night. We're gonna meet you tomorrow. Till then, you guys take care.